Okay, so let's see who we get today. I found a nice little spot. It's not quite out of the city, but it looks like trails that people hike on. So I thought I'd come here. Taurus. Oh, Capricorn and Taurus. I swear, you like haunt me. I don't know why. Let's see what we got for Taurus. All right, these are your original zodiacs before they transfer them over to the 12 zodiacs. So you got May 14th to June 19th, Emerald, Alexandrite, Bull, Kidney, Thymus, Friday, Venus, Copper, and Jasper. Taurus. Let's see what we get for you, okay? Surrender. Good choice. It's not always a bad thing to surrender. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes we need to just let things go and kind of do, oh, that's nice, like a little table. Be rational about it, kind of do what we need to do to keep the peace so that there's not more fighting going on. I think the last reading that we touched on, there was something to do with bullying. Maybe you were being bullied, or you could have partook in some bullying and felt some sort of remorse for that. Either way. So we got movement forward. We got the 8 of Clubs. And we got the Queen of Swords. Moving forward. Queen of Swords is somebody that is usually pretty good at defending themselves. Somebody that is very responsible for the most part with their words. This is in the upright. So whatever choice you made, whether it be masculine or feminine, you made the right choice. You're moving forward. There's a bit of a transformation. Some sort of healing. On auto. What else we got? She still wears her crown on her head. Yay! Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Good for you, Taurus. You desired this outcome. You manifested it. You brought this into fruition. You made it come true. So your actions do speak louder than words. But your words are very, very powerful. They're meaningful. So maybe you made an apology to somebody, or you did something. I'm seeing the blue sword. So whatever it is you said with your throat chakra, you did it in the upright. Okay? And maybe these were things that you've never spoken before. Maybe these were words that you've never said to people, or how you truly felt. I do believe, Taurus, that you said what you needed to say. You've kind of given yourself back a compass. You've allowed yourself to move forward and have this, I would call it justice. I didn't see the justice card, but I'm feeling justice energy. You're trusting in yourself. You're trusting in the divine universe or higher powers, or whatever it is that you believe in. You're giving yourself that trust. You're allowing yourself to reconnect. You're being very generous with your energy. Now that you've kind of surrendered, you're letting go. This could be like a death of an ego as well. It doesn't need to be a bad thing. You're giving yourself your power back. There's a directional. We've got the letters T, A, R, and O. I guess that's symbolic too for tarot if it go in a circle. The energies that are being put in front of you, you're not discounting them anymore. You're not dismissing them. You're seeing for what it is. You kind of switch your frame of mind. You got the Hermit in the reverse. Okay, so a little bit reluctant to go within, but that's not, you know, that's a timing too. There's a time for everything. There's a turning point, and you do have your faith. Maybe you've rekindled your face. So maybe you are becoming more confident within yourself, what you're seeing in the mirror, who you are as an individual, because you're speaking your truth, because you're getting in touch with Source. You've kind of rekindled your faith within yourself. At the end of her hair, you see this little green flag. You know, people wave the white flag in surrender. Well, this is a green flag. This is of love. Okay? And braids were usually symbolic for protection, whether it be Celtic, whether it be even going into the braiding of hair for many different cultures. Form of protection, form of carrying down that knowledge, even getting into the DNA and the what is it, the ladder? What do you want to call that? What is that? Helix. There's double helix and there's quadruple helix. 2 different kinds of DNA. Maybe you come from 2 different bloodlines. You're what people call hybrid, mixed breed. You're just realizing this, that you have some gifts of your own, and maybe because your anger was getting in the way, or the anger you felt towards other people due to whatever they were inflicting on you has gotten in the way with being able to get in touch with these energies. 2 of coins. So this is usually an energy, like a younger energy of juggling, but in this circumstance, I'm feeling the energy of taking precaution. Not necessarily throwing caution to the wind, taking precaution and using your third eye chakra. So using what wisdom that you have, what knowledge that you gain, to take the steps in the right direction, jumping over any obstacles, maybe balancing out things here in the 3D and the spiritual. And then you've got the Ace of Coins that came out right next to it as well. You've got an offering, some sort of knowledge. This doesn't necessarily feel like money, but it has to do with a building. You've gotten some sort of knowledge through throat chakra. So somebody spoke these words to you. They shone some light on something, and it's also mixed with the purple as well. So the moment these people or person spoke certain words to you, or the moment you said something specifically, you kind of merged with your third eye. It allowed you to tap in and visualize and see certain things. Whatever community that you're in has built up a wall, so it's a pretty thick wall. This is not like your mediocre kind of bullshit fencing. This is some real heavy duty communal sort of barrier that has been placed. Now this could be through your bloodline, this could be through your ancestors and whatever they passed down, but whatever this knowledge is that's coming to you now, you deserve to know. You deserve to know this knowledge, but there was a steady fucking wall built there. And any kind of negative energies or any attachments that were on you or anything placed on you, let's say people were riling you up or getting you going, or your own shadow side was keeping you in a self node or lower vibrational state, that wasn't going to allow you to tap into your energies. Because you spoke the truth, because you spoke up and said something, there's movement now. You haven't quite gone within to maybe heal some certain things, but you're balancing out your emotions, no problem. Almost like between what is not seen and what is seen. So regardless of what it is, you're still managing to balance your emotions better now. This allows you to have prosperity. This allows you to gain more insight and wisdom and knowledge. It is the Ace. Maybe you've gambled in the past. Bird of Paradise usually symbolizes freedom. So maybe speaking a certain truth or somebody speaking words to you has opened up the door for a bit more freedom, kind of allowing you to breathe. There is one building that's separate from this community. One, all the way up here. It's got its own tree, it's got its own growth and prosperity, and then you have the community down here. For some reason, this is symbolic. This is trying to show you something in between the two. Whatever knowledge or wisdom that you got, maybe there was some sort of disruption. Maybe there's some sort of disruption when it came to having a bit more peace and clarity. The thing with past wounds and trauma is if we don't heal it, it can get in the way. I myself know this firsthand, and I am not exempt from this. Just because I do what I do doesn't mean I'm exempt from learning my own lessons. And it's not only always easy, but it's only as difficult as I make it. So the more I fight back, the more I withhold, the more I kind of am a bit stubborn. I wouldn't even say a bit. Let's not lie to ourselves here. The more I'm stubborn, the more it takes away from my stability, the more it takes away from my manifestation powers. So the more I'm open-minded, the more I go with the flow, the more I surrender to certain things, the more I understand the difference between what I can control within myself and also having acceptance of the things outside of me that I can't control allows me to manifest more, call more into myself, have the abundance flow in towards me. Almost like an Empress energy. Receiving. I want to draw on the window. It's foggy. Maybe that's for you. That's a message for you. There was a lot of suffering. There was a lot of suffering, Taurus, and I don't blame you for any of the hate, animosity, pain, whatever, whether you've been bullied or you partook in bullying somebody else. It really comes down to choice. So what are you going to do now moving forward? You have the forward movement. You have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. There'll be time for hermit mode. Typically in the upright, it would be 1 before 10, so that's 9, which is completion. Because it's not, it's 1 after 10, so that would be 11. 1 and 1 is 2, so this could be your duality. This could be going within. This could be your shadow side, understanding both sides you need to recognize, right? And the whole point of doing the hermit mode and going within, this guy with the lantern here, also that it looks like he's been on the journey. These are the same rocks that were on the Eight of Cups, you know, the journey, going on your journey. These are the same bloody rocks there, and it's almost like he has finished his journey, and he's a lot older. He doesn't necessarily have to be older, but his beard's a lot longer. In some cultures, that means wisdom as well. You got 3 tassels, T-A, Earth A, or Earth Angel, C, all, tassel, L, V. Yeah, it's just in the reverse right now, the hermit mode. There could still be things that are painful, but at least you're acknowledging certain things. At least you are standing up for yourself. Or standing up for another person if they were the one being bullied. Or you're making amends with people that you need to. Alright, Taurus. Come on. She's worthy of you. She is worthy of you. What does that mean? Willpower. Maybe you're seeing the willpower in somebody else. You're no longer bound to a certain situation, or this person's no longer bound. There's that same building. It's a separate building in the back. Maybe this has to do with a certain, I want to say cult or get together, or what do you call that? Like a gathering of people. It's created some conflict and chaos. But whoever this is, whoever energy this is, whether it's yours or somebody else's, you're no longer bound. The 8 of Swords in itself, where is the thing? Because I want a little bit more explanation for that. I had it. Oh, there it is. Remember. Before I even started this video, the word remember showed up kind of right in my face. 8 of Swords in reverse. I think I'd memorize these off by heart. Sometimes I don't. Yeah, treachery in the past, difficulty, somewhat, hard work, depression, disquiet, and accident. If you were dealing with somebody that was bullying you, it's very well something could have happened to them. Like I said, this is not just the 3D kind of WAR. This is also spiritual. It's a standpoint. This is like a turning point. This is like where we get to see all that needs to be seen and clean out from underneath the rug and speak the words that we need to speak and get the clarity, the closure, which really we only give ourselves if we allow it. Somebody could have been in an accident, so that kind of put all the other bullshit aside. This is more important now. I don't know why I'm picking up the energy that is kind of like a relief to you. That would be something you want to take a look at, why somebody else's pain would be your pleasure. But if this person has been tormenting you for a long period of time and something happened to them, it could very well be their karma. And justice comes in many different ways, and sometimes there's spiritual energies that are aiding us on both sides for specific reasons, on both sides, like an agenda, and sometimes it's out of our hands. If we wished a certain thing on a person and something bad happens, you now have the karma of that. If you wish for somebody to heal and somebody heals, that's also your dharma too, right? So what we put out, we get back. There's times where I'm so stubborn, I put certain things out with pushing people and I get the pushback, right? I have to take it with a grain of salt. I have to take it with grace and dignity and know that what I'm putting out there makes people feel uncomfortable. What's going to happen is I may be put in situations that I feel uncomfortable. Okay? And it's just a learning the lesson. Like, there needs to be some sort of balance between the two. It can't just be all shove and then no pushback, right? People stand up for themselves in many different ways. Sometimes it's spiritually. You very well could have been taken to go into church or doing your prayers or even mantras if you're not religious. You have a bit of luck on your side. Clearly the Wheel of Fortune's in the upright. Taurus. Your fist is still close. So you're still ready to fight. Your sword's down. And by that I mean like physically. Doesn't mean you don't still have the words. Your words, what you said to balance this whole situation out, could have very well put somebody else in the Eight of Swords, but made you the Eight of Swords in reverse. So it took you out of bondage. It took you from being bound to something. It's a little bit of a weight lifting off the shoulders. This could be a fatherly figure too, energetically coming in. You see, you have the courage. Seven of Clubs, facing that which is not seen. You're right on the cliff. You're right at the precipice of something. You wanted to speak what you needed to, or maybe the words that you spoke created some form of protection for yourself. If that has backlash to other people and they're doing you wrong or they're harming you in some way, then that's what's going to happen. But you've got the dove in the background too. You've got the white bird in the background. You want peace. Maybe you fought for a while and it just didn't come to you. That happens. Each of those batons, I swear, each of those clubs look like they have eyes on it. So you got lots of people looking into you, lots of people watching you. They could be giving you a form of like negative projections, which you've had to battle off. And I always get the serpent when I see that cape. So snakes, people that you would consider snakes. Snake doesn't have to be a bad representation of something. It doesn't always have to be a negative. Maybe because you spoke your truth, you're kind of in your villain mode, which other people would perceive because of the fact that you're standing your ground. You're not taking shit from nobody anymore. Like I said, a transformation. What else can we get? Sailing sirens. Police officer, undercover. Maybe you have sounded the siren. You spoke what you needed to, or somebody did. What boundary have you not set for yourself? So in layman's terms, that would be, what have you not stated to other people, your comfort zone, or what you're okay with, what you're not okay with? What boundary have you not set for yourself when it comes to dealing with other people, or even yourself, your shadow side as well? Like, do you say, fuck it, I'm going to do this, this, and this, even though it's not beneficial to me? You got to set boundaries with yourself as well. You can't just set it with other people. You have to be healthy within yourself. Face and integrate the shadow aspect you have ignored. Okay? Breathing. You could need to breathe. I seen airbags. Let's get a form of, I don't know why I want to bring the Love Oracle card. Just for those that are single might want to know. If you yourself are single or somebody else, and maybe they want to hear this, this may not be for you. Because whoever's energy this is, it doesn't feel like you're really caring too much about the romance right now. But just for everybody that's watching, since this is for Taurus, what can we get for the Love Oracle card? In case they want to know. The Chaser. Okay, so chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So I'm not even seeing you chasing after anybody. It could be the fear of being left alone. Doesn't seem to me like you're afraid that your words are going to be what leaves you alone, but maybe losing people in general. If there's been some form of an accident or something like that, you could be afraid of losing people, or if there's a loss. The chaser energy, she's reaching upwards, not necessarily out. And she's lifting one leg. It looks like her right leg. Kind of flamingo stance. But she's chasing after something, almost like something floated away. What else can we get? Maybe you felt a connection, kind of left. You can rekindle. If this is somebody that's passed over a loved one too, and you felt the connections kind of lift up off you, try a different way. Maybe the way you were going about it wasn't safe, and you're blocked off from that for a reason. Okay? Maybe the connection itself, energetically, was not safe. Grim Reaper. Okay, this could be a fear of one's own life being lost as well. Not necessarily just losing somebody else. Relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. You've been given the opportunity to grow and transform. This is the second time transformations come out. Just because he's a scary skull in a hoodie, and he makes certain judgment calls when it comes to ending things, doesn't mean you can't stand for yourself and know what you're going to create out of this ending. If you're worried about your own health, then do something about it. If you're worried about somebody else's health and there's not much you can do, then go back to what you know. If you have to pray, if you have to say your mantras, say certain words, or speak the truth. If somebody needs clarity before they go, you need to say the truth. You need to get it out. You can't just hold that. This doesn't really feel like Love Oracle card. Honestly, this is messages coming out of the Oracle deck. Ascending. Yeah, you're getting the clarity that you need. You're moving forward. See that balloon that was flying away? She's got like 30 other ones now carrying her. Okay, so you have ancestors that are helping you. You have people that you can reach out to. You have energies that you can reach out to that are willing to assist you. You do have to ask them. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. This could be within yourself or with somebody else. Remember how I said about the obstacles? And there's certain things you don't want to talk about. Remember how I said there were certain obstacles that you got to kind of hurdle over, or you got to get over? This could be with you speaking your truth as well, being the Queen of Swords in the upright. This could be with having to deal with battling certain things off that are not seen. Okay? So just because you're in your own bubble doesn't mean there's other energies out there that aren't having an effect on your energy. People can pull all the time. People can send certain things your way. Thoughts are powerful things. They do manifest, so we have to be careful with the words we speak and the thoughts we think. It doesn't feel like you're in a negative frame of mind, although we do have the Grim Reaper coming up here, but this could just be like a death of the way of thinking. Yeah, getting that. Study self. Yield to your guidance, your higher self when they're trying to help you. She can't lose. Can't lose what? Clock. You don't want to lose time. Need time, takes time, time cycles, time to heal and progress. You are ascending. You're making progress. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Again, with the abandonment issue, I'm seeing that come up. Can we get more You don't need to be in fear about all this. I know there's a lot of things right now, and people are going through so many changes right now, and it can be very scary, and it can be the unknown, and it can be what we're not familiar with, what was never taught to us. Do not have fear. Don't feed into it. Lift your chest up, chin up, look forward, and you take it head on, okay? You understand these energies are meant for you to learn. There is nothing to fear. What else can we get? What did I want to get for the, I want to get for the Grim Reaper or the Ascending. One of the two. We got something for our Taurus. Where'd that go? Queen of Coins. Motherly energy. Feeding them well. She's got a half-cocked smile almost. Same as this one over here. This could be mother-daughter, so maybe something's happening with a mother-daughter dynamic and something needs to be said. Truth. Something to do with mushrooms, and I don't mean like the magical kind, unless that's something you're into. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are a fungus that grow on a tree. They eat the tree. That's knowledge, so maybe you're eating up knowledge, or there's knowledge you need to give. Maybe this is a mother to her daughter, or this is daughter to mother. The daughter has a wall built up. It's a pretty big wall. Each brick was laid simultaneously and strategically to protect. And for some reason, I'm looking at the carpet too at the bottom, which can be called a runner. So it could have been something you ran away from, but you're not running away from anymore. You're going to stand your ground. What do you have to say? The crowns are different. One's more like a flower and one's more spiky. Mystery. You're going to give me some information on that? TAURUS. This could be honor. This could be warrior. You both went through shit. Unless this is both your energy. Queen of Coins and Queen of Swords. What can we get for these two here? Are they separate or are they together? Is this mother-daughter? Oh. 10 of Cups. So it has to do with childhood. I almost wanted to like wipe away a tear. The words that were spoken that's created this movement, that's released this bondage, that's given you an Ace of Coins and some stability instead of having to juggle. There's still things that you have to battle off, but ultimately it's allowed you to move into this energy of ascending, learning, warrior-like style. 10 of Cups, usually fulfillment. You got an entire empire there. The funny thing about this card is that the male, the masculine, he's stepping on her toe. Quite literally, his foot's over top of hers. So let's see. That would be his right foot, which is controlled by his left brain, stepping on her right foot, which is controlled by her left brain. Logic. Coming together, red and blue. This could be DNA. Sequences. Star seeds, quite possibly. When you have the 8-pointed star, she's covered in them, but she's also got like a dotted line, which is like a road map. It's like connecting the dots. He's fascinated, and she is just enamored. What else can we get? Ward off evil. Maybe you got to do some things to cleanse your energy. This is going on 30 minutes. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Learn from the past. That's your strength. Can we get a past life oracle card for Taurus? Let's uncover you. Let's see what you have. B-U-L-L. L and L together. Small case. There's a cross. That's Earth. Get in touch with yourself. Be you. Earth. transportation. So quite possibly you've already been through this phase where you have to bounce from place to place to place. You are in your own right, your own train. People can hop on the train, and I don't mean in a sexual manner. They can hop on the train and kind of pick up off your energy. You create quite a bit, so you have an impact on others, and you can transport others as well. All right, Sun, Solace. I almost want to say soulless. Whatever you dealt with was a negative entity. It was a negative attachment. Maybe it was your fear that was leading you. Ooh, the arts. I haven't got this one in a while. So you have many gifts. You could have dealt with colors. You could have dealt with music. You could have dealt with creating something. And I even see piano in the back. Something to do with keys. So this could be your key. You have many gifts. Your ancestors are trying to let you know that too. So you don't have to be codependent on other people. And you can manifest whatever you want as well. If you have the desire, you have the willpower. Last but not least, leaving or travel, again with transportation. You may have to drop the baggage from the past so that you can see if that bag was in the way of this train, then it would probably crush it. Instead, how about you just gently remove it to the side and take what items you need with you and get on that fucking train, or allow it to go on its pathway. Crossing is some sort of bridge. I think that's all we can give you right now. I'm going to have to end it at that. Be honest with yourself. What's this? Mother. Okay? This is a cycle. You need to learn the lessons. Authority figure. All right, and once you figure out what it is that needs to be spoken other than what you already have, it's going to allow you to manifest much more and keep that wheel of fortune in the upright.